What's up, ding dongs?
What's up, Oreo?
How's it going, Chris?
Good, Jason. Long time no see.
Is it really?
I mean, really,
does it feel like it's been?
It feels like a long time since we've been here talking with our friends and family and cohorts and fellow snacksters.
Well, it's
snackster, snackster.
Snackster?
But is it snackster?
Snackers.
Or is it snacksters? I mean, do you pronounce the T? Who cares? We're going to get into too much.
Snacksters. I think it's snacksters, but...
Y'all, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. Don't forget to subscribe. Check our links down below. What is it?
Hit the bell notifications. If you like what we're doing, consider subscribing.
Pass it along.
Pass it along to your friends. Comment down below. It helps the algorithms. That's a big word for me. I don't even know what that means, but it helps something. Helps pay for the channel.
It does.
No, don't we have a thing you started?
We have a Patreon, yeah.
A Patreon.
The thing about Patreon, though, is you ask people to help you contribute, right? Subscribe.
Contribute. Help, please.
But usually they get something in return. So
how about a smile and my gratitude?
Maybe in time.
In time, I definitely want to start doing things for the people who support us. I mean, even if it is less than $1 million.
Okay.
But when we hit the $1 million, then I mean, I think eventually we'll do something. We'll send them a snack in the mail.
Oh, wonderful.
Or something.
Wonderful.
We'll next day air it.
I mean, how else could you find...
Yeah. I mean, we could send these Oreos to them, and if it got lost in the mail for 6 weeks, then probably would still be good. But we're not here to talk about that. We are, but a little bit. So, we are past the 4th of July, America's holiday.
Hey, happy Independence
birthday,
Day, everyone.
I saw these in the store, and I'm like, got to do it. I mean, this special edition stuff. So I think we should just dig right in. Have you ever had the Oreos? I've never seen them this way, but usually they are, they call them the firecracker Oreos.
With the Pop Rocks, right?
Yes, with the Pop Rocks.
Well, I have had that.
A dual pack. Oh, that's
plain. Double stuff, plain. Come on,
plain.
You opened the wrong end of the box.
Plain.
Now, comment down below if you think we should have figured this out before we started the episode.
Plain.
What if it was all plain ones?
Oh, I would be so angry.
You know that
ding, ding, ding.
Red, white, and blues are 40 more calories?
Yeah. Ding, ding, ding.
Okay, so this comes with 3 layers of frosting.
Red, 3 layers of frosting.
Or cream filling, I should say.
Oh,
right?
yes. We'll leave them out here for you guys to see.
So would you call this a triple stuff? Do you think a double stuff is 2 layers?
I think it's a double stuff thing. 180 calories, red,
for
white,
2?
And
for 2?
And blue with. They can't say it. They can't say Pop Rocks because
what do they say? Sparkling candy?
Popping candy.
Popping
chicken. Pay them that 13 cents royalty.
Granites.
What do you think on first impression?
It's not as pretty as the picture, but...
Should we write back to
Dear Nabisco. Nabisco.
Ding!
I think it looks cool, though. You can see 3 distinct layers. The red's thicker.
Oh, mine's better.
On mine. Oh, yeah, yours is great. Mine looks kind of lopsided. But...
Cheers.
Cheers. You like Oreo? Are you an Oreo man? What's your favorite part? Cream filling or the cookie? Yeah, I like the cookie better. He likes the cream. I like the cookie. I didn't get a Pop Rock, did you? Or a popping candy? Oh, I just got one.
A little bit. That's my complaint. Nabisco, put more in there.
It's like they're left over on your tongue and then they kind of go off.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good. I mean, it tastes like an Oreo, right? There's nothing too...
It does taste like an Oreo.
Different.
I got a broken one.
Oh no, you just got squished.
Can't hear it.
If we actually had like a pack of Pop Rocks...
I think I have one out in our pantry.
You could hear it, like... But... It's a little louder in my head.
Yeah.
Alright, so I think that's fun, but I don't think... Here's what I think. Tastes like an Oreo, tastes good. It's what you expect. I don't think the pop factor is worth the, the extra effort. Like, it's not enough for the kids to, like, wait for it.
You didn't hear that, really?
No.
Yeah. I think if you give it to your kids on the expectation that, watch this, guys. When I was a kid, I had Pop Rocks or popping candy. You'd put it in your mouth, and your mouth would go, ah. And they took a bite of this, they'd be like, you're stupid and old. You don't remember things.
That sounds really cool, Dad.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. If you gave this to your kids and didn't even tell them that there was going to be a pop-up effect, do you think they would even notice? Okay, I don't really
They
know.
might. I mean, now that I'm sitting on it and I've eaten 2 of them.
I do like the colorful. I mean, I'm sure that's bad for you.
Yellow dye number 17. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think they should load it up with the popping.
Oh, I think it should be like, you open your mouth like you just dumped the thing of Pop Rocks in there or popping candy in there and just...
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm a big Oreo fan.
Okay.
I like the double stuff better than the... We've done the Oreo episode where I think we ended up with we liked the thins the best, if I remember right.
Did we do Oreos? We did Oreos?
You talk with our fans, so I'm gonna
I didn't know that we did. That's how much I pay attention.
Well, we've done Lady Gaga.
Oh yeah, those were good.
Those were really good. Oh, you get a Pop Rock Lady Gaga, and now you got a hot...
That's a Pop Rock Pop Star.
That's a hot pop star in your mouth.
Pop Rock.
I think we've done Oreos. Continue talking.
Okay, well,
We've
maybe
done with...
so. I would be interested. I don't think I like double stuff as much as I like the regular. But I'm not a cream filling guy.
We did.
I don't like frosting that much. I don't like.
Okay, so I'm having a hard time remembering. I think that.
I mean, certainly you and I have eaten Oreos before.
Well, of course, look at us.
Maybe.
Okay, so here's the deal. We did, but we didn't.
What's the deal? We just don't have it on our YouTube channel.
We did it back in
Right, that's fine.
In May of 2020 during coronavirus. I'm sorry, I hashtagged.
Nobody cares.
Yeah. The Oreo Thins were number 1, the Double Stuff were number 2, and the Oreo Originals were number 3. And
for you or for both of us?
I think that's how we decided.
We ranked them?
Yeah. And you said they were a little sweet, or you were sweet, or something. I have a note in here.
I think that's what you were thinking about me at the time.
Yeah, it might have been. But they were snack listed.
All right.
So I would snack list them again. Oh, it was kind of a repetitive, even though we didn't. Yeah.
Okay.
Would you lacklist it?
I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
Because I'd go to that.
It's a good little snack
all day long.
And I think, tell me if I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
I can be satisfied with a handful of Oreos.
You can or can't?
Can. Like, I don't need a whole sleeve. Like I would with like a Girl Scout cookie.
I was okay with this. Because it came in a 2-pack. But
I
it came
opened it the wrong way.
Nah, it's alright. If it came in a 12-pack, I'm all over eating 12 of them. I'm going to move these down.
I don't know that I would. I think I could eat a few Oreos and be like, yeah, that's good.
Oh, I saw these in the store, and I know that Ding Dong is one of your
I love Ding Dong.
Flag.
I would have put it as one of my top Hostess snacks, and I predicted it would do much better. As much.
While you're talking about that and eating, let's see where the Ding Dong rated in the Hostess.
A Ding Dong was knocked out in the first. Wasn't it knocked out in the first round? Mm-hmm. I don't even think it made top. I don't think it rated because no. I think you and I split, maybe, and then it went to the wheel.
Yeah, because who was the champion?
Not me.
No, who was?
The number one winner of all time in the Hostess? Come on. We all know. Nobody can forget that. You want to say it together at the count of 3?
1,
2, 3. Orange cupcake. Who can forget?
You.
So what do we got here? White fudge covered golden cake with creamy filling. So probably your typical filling, but we got the white cake or vanilla cake, and then a white fudge. White chocolate fudge? Watch those wet noises.
That's you, not me. You're closer to the microphone.
All right.
You and your wet noises.
I kind of like it. Am I?
Fire.
I'm not doing
Fire
that.
Jason,
Am
buddy.
I doing that?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
A little bit.
I like it.
Oh, I gotta eat the last little sprinkle.
I don't need sprinkles. We've talked about sprinkles, right?
Jimmy's.
Yeah. Hey, Jimmy.
Here's the
I
reality.
like it, dude. It doesn't... It tastes different, right?
It does have a...
Almost tastes like a fruit flavor, like a cherry
Yeah,
almost.
it does have kind of that tropical kind of...
It's interesting. It's hard to pin.
It is hard to pin. It's actually really good.
I like it.
Yeah. I would definitely... For the same amount of calories, these are 165 calories for one. Because believe it or not, a serving is 2 cakes.
That's odd.
Yeah.
When you buy a pack, do they come into like a single serving?
I think so.
Man, I still miss the foil though.
Yeah, the foil Hostess come on now. It's probably cheaper.
Would you choose this over a classic chocolate cake, chocolate ding dong? You would.
All day long.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was pretty good.
Yeah, I like white cake over chocolate cake anyway. The white ding dong seems to be a better flavor for me. I like the profile a little bit of that kind of like you say, that kind of odd fruity note. Mm-hmm. Swirl it around in my glass. We should have swirled them in a glass. It probably would have changed the taste. Anyway, I let it oxygenate.
We should do wine tasting.
Yeah, that's not going to be good for me. I'll say this though.
Spit bucket. Ding. What would you say? I can't wait.
You know how we'll be talking Fat Listed here after this episode. I think we're going to do a back to back, and I have not been eating sweets. So for me, you could have. I mean, I'm not going to get graphic, but you could have. I'm going to get graphic. You could have sugar-coated a turd, and I might have eaten it and probably snack listed it. Those were over the top sweet.
But were they like super sweet for you? Like, whoa, that's... But is it too much then?
No.
No.
Because I revert back to my fat days.
So I'm sensitive to too much sweet, I think.
Just maybe our Hostess episodes.
But I didn't find either of those to be overpoweringly like super sweet. So
that's because you have
I'm
jumped off the jumped off the ledge of healthy eating.
We're not talking about that right. Even in an unhealthy state, there are times when like I'll eat cake frosting and I'm like, oh, that's too much.
Well, yeah, but that's when you get into the bottom of the container. It's too much.
I say there are Hostess treats we tasted during our Hostess Hoedown back in March, the month of March Madness.
Yep. And it was a showdown, not a hoedown.
Hoedown. Where I took a bite and I'm like, oh, too sweet.
Yeah.
Too sweet.
Well, I mean, in all fairness, that was after like the 16th bite of something different too.
But that's But
I mean, you look.
That's
back,
when you would have been accustomed to it, though.
Yeah, you
would have built up a tolerance.
You think back to us doing the pies. I don't think I'll ever forget that. Not the pie episode that we did back in podcast days. I'm talking the pie episode when we were doing
when you were just
bracket.
taking a nibble.
And I went smallest nibble, and it was like.
Because it was the 12th Hostess we had.
Oh, at least. And I was sugared out, and I'm not a big fan of the pies anyway, so.
All right, well, guess what? Gimmick or no?
1, 2, 3, boom. Yeah.
Hostess, you're onto something with this variant. I mean, sometimes it's a bit much, and it's just color for the sake of color. But this one tastes good.
Speaking of which, I'm glad you said that, because they had cupcakes. You remember how we did like unicorn cupcake, and it had just different frosting and some. I mean, it was different in the fact that it had like that sugary crystal stuff that was like chunks on top. They had like a Star Spangled cupcake, which looked exactly like the regular cupcake, was just color for color.
Sprinkles.
And I think there was a Twinkie. Actually, I want to One of the Facebook pages that I follow, I do a lot of smoking of,
Whoa.
like, not smoking, like smoking of meat. Like,
Okay. Go ahead.
No, like in my smoker, like jerky and salmon and steaks and things like that.
Right.
Somebody had taken bacon and had taken some of the Star Spangled Twinkies and wrapped bacon around them and smoked them till the bacon was crisp, and they said that they were incredible. I'm going to have to try something like that.
What?
I mean, you can't do it with like
Why are you
this.
going to smoke a Twinkie?
Yeah. Have you ever had a deep fried Twinkie?
I have. And,
Okay.
Yeah.
And what about a deep fried Snickers?
I have.
What about a deep fried piece of pizza?
No, I've never.
How about a
done
deep
that.
fried breakfast jack from Jack in the Box?
No. How do you get that?
When you work in
You
a
know-
restaurant,
you
you
know
have
someone that
everything. You
works
just drop it in the tempura batter and deep fry it.
That's cool.
Oreos.
I had a deep fried like cheeseburger once. Like they kind of put it in like a pocket.
Oh yeah.
Sealed it a bit and then.
Oh no, we would take a toothpick and put it in and just dip it in the tempura batter and drop it in the deep fryer.
Wow.
Like straight tempura
Ever
fried.
see what
so,
you miss out on?
Yeah. So, I think this is a great.
It's good, and I would say some people don't like white chocolate, and I don't think this really tastes like white chocolate.
A little bit, but it's not. I think it's more vanilla than white chocolate for
Yeah.
sure. I highly recommend that if you can find them. I know they're after the 4th of July, but if you see something that comes out, they'll probably run a Halloween special. That'll be something like that. Actually, that'd be. I think I've seen them.
What?
Do they ever do like chocolate with orange frosting inside?
For Halloween?
Yeah.
Maybe they have like vampire ones with like
Blood.
raspberry filling
that'd be
for
cool.
blood or something.
I think I want to start doing some more. I know we try to do some theme stuff, but I think I want to do some more kind of when special edition things come out. Because I know someone that's a sucker. You put special edition on a regular Oreo pack. I mean, I could take one of these Oreo packs that are regular double stuff and write special edition, and someone's buying it.
Yeah.
Just to try it. So I think we need to do more of that. I enjoy
Okay.
it, especially if it's a different flavoring.
All right.
Again, this, if the Pop Rocks were there, would have been awesome.
This is
Other
I agree.
than that, disappoint. It's no different. I wouldn't waste your time and money unless you really said, I got to have the red, white, and blue.
You got to level up the power on these bad boys.
Yeah, for sure.
Nabisco. Otherwise, don't bother. Yeah, these are good. I like the variants. I like the special editions. I'm on board. We've got 10. I don't know what you're doing with these, but we can give these out to our best fans who sign up for Patreon.
Okay, how do they do that?
How do they do that? Go
Yeah.
to patreon.com.
How do you spell Patreon? I don't even honestly.
Patreon.
P-A-T.
I think so. I don't know.
Look it up. Google it. Patreon.
We'll have a link in the notes below.
won't.
Dude, you got to do better. He's got to do better. That's your job.
We'll link
You had
the description and the
one job.
ingredients. And okay, so patreon.com.
And then I think you just search Snacklisted.
Snacklisted. All
Yeah.
one word?
Probably, I don't know. But anyway,
There will be a
so
link.
we got some extra ones we could send out.
So we're going to send the whole box to one person? Or are we going to minimum $5 donation and we send one out? Because we have to pay shipping.
Yeah.
And the shipping on a box is probably going to cost us $6.
Just, we'll get in touch. Put a comment down below. We'll hit you back.
Okay, yeah.
We'll
So
holler
if
back,
you
clap
donate,
back at
if you donate a minimum of $10,
I mean, just $1 is fine. Do what you can.
well, I mean, I'm not going to send them for $1. I'm going to eat them.
All right.
I don't know.
We didn't
figure
have
it.
this planned out.
We didn't have this. This is obviously impromptu. If you want to donate. We really would appreciate it. It'll help us buy more items like this. We will talk about. I don't think we. No, in our sneak.
What?
Yeah, never mind.
Because
I'm
he's
on a
smoking
sugar
Twinkies.
high.
Smoking Twinkies.
Smoking Twinkies. So thanks for joining us tonight.
Thanks, everyone.
Comment below if you like what we're doing here. Please subscribe or consider subscribing. Talk with all your friends.
Dude,
spread it out.
sign your, parents up. Your friends. Just
hack into their
subscribe.
accounts.
Yeah,
subscribe
who
for it. Even if they don't watch it. I mean,
They won't.
But,
They don't care.
Yeah, but
Just
if
put
you
it
want
on
to
in
go
the
to our
background.
Patreon, donate a little
Here's a tip.
thing.
Start the video. Go jump in the shower.
But let it play. Let it run.
Do your makeup. Yeah. You don't even have to listen to it.
Yeah.
Just let it
I'm
roll.
good with that. I can appreciate that. And then come back at the end, turn it off, and start the next one. Or look at we got some things in the playlist now.
Yeah, the playlist. Just
put some
let it
playlists
roll.
together.
Just let it roll.
We're also going to be doing some YouTube Shorts, I think.
YouTube Shorts.
Yeah, so we're gonna
look for it.
Which doesn't mean we're gonna see our legs, but we'll be doing some YouTube. Actually, in some of them, I think coming up, we'll see our legs.
True. Well, there's a teaser for you.
Yeah. I know you can't wait. So thanks for joining us today on Snacklisted, and we'll see you and you next time.
Bye.
Bye.